Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony for Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we're not reviewing that figure. That's why he's not on the turnaround. We're reviewing this, which is an accessory set for this figure. This is the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Son Goku's effect part set. I like how they make it like it's his. Possessive. Not Son Goku effect part set, it's his set. Okay, yeah, no, you get it. Okay, so that's the box. We don't care about that. Let's just start showing you what you get. So it's this Goku. This is the Saiyan raised on Earth Goku, and the first thing I want to show you that you get is an alternate head, because that's probably the coolest, most important thing out of the set for a lot of people. The effect parts might be, I don't know, because they're not necessarily effect parts I think everybody wanted. So I'm gonna try to kind of splice in photos and then just me showing you these things, because like I said, they are just accessories. So there's not like a whole lot for me to do here other than to just show it to you. So let me do that. I'll pop it on. Yeah, it definitely matches, so that's good. They could have screwed up the PVC. Okay. Well, you know what? If he didn't have a ball hinge neck, that would have been much easier to do. Oh, wow. Okay, we got it. That was way tighter than it should have been. Be aware of that, guys. You might want to hit it with a hairdryer. Luckily, I didn't mess anything up. Okay, so the head does match, and I think it does look nice. So that's meant to be like an in-motion pose, or really strong winds, I guess. But it's a nice head sculpt, and there's the face, of course, painted pretty well. A little bit of extra detail on there. I like it. Okay, now, what I want to show you first is the boring stuff, because it's essential for the not boring stuff. The first thing I'll show you is this clip right here. It's a little J clip with a clippity clip right on there. And what that's gonna do is clip onto like his wrist somewhere, probably right there. Okay, so it clips very nicely onto his wristband. So that's a good thing, and you're probably wondering why. Okay, well that goes with the two blast effect parts. Now I'll show you these guys, and then I'll show you how they connect to him. These are made out of hard plastic. They're not soft PVC like you normally see with Figuarts whenever we do get an effect part. These are way closer, like almost exactly the same type of stuff as the stuff you get in Figuarize kits. They are hard plastic. They're a little bit more refined than that because you don't have to assemble them yourself. And they do have some paint on there, so that's a good thing. Some white shading here and here on either one. So that's good. One's a little bit bigger than the other. They are nicely transparent, but they are going to be very brittle, so be careful. These spikies that I'm poking myself with as I'm handling it, these will break off very easily, especially very thin ones like that right there. Be careful. Now, these guys have a little tab. Each one, they work the same way. I'll use the little one. What I'm used to. So these guys have a little tab hole right on there, and they connect to this guy. I'm not going to be able to do that with the hand, am I? We're going to find out. We're going to find out together. I've looked at this, but I haven't actually used it yet. Oh, it's over here. What am I doing? So that goes in right there, all right? So what you want to do is, we could use this hand, I suppose. What the heck? There you go. So what you want to do is just tab this on, or clip this on, like that. Then you've got his hand like that, and now it looks like he is shooting a blast. And I think that's pretty good. It's not maybe perfect, and you do still have the clear clips on there that you can hide in photography mostly, but not completely. But they're pretty darn clear, and I think that's reasonable enough. Now, one downside is you only get the one of these, so you cannot have him shooting two Kamehamehas, or whatever these little balls are, I guess they would be, at the same time. You only get the one, so that is definitely a bummer. I think it's a little bit of an oversight, because how much could it have cost to include another one of those? So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it does work effectively. And this does show that they can start to include more of this kind of stuff in the boxes with the figures, for sure. They already have the clips and things now. And even if they didn't, how much could a mold that size cost? Probably not too much. Okay, so you do get the two Kamehamehas and the clip for those. So let's get that taken off. All right, this plastic does seem nice, so I'm not too super worried about the acrylic breaking. So hopefully that is true long term. All right, so then you get a bunch of these guys. All right, and what these do is they're meant to slide over things. Like his boots, for instance. Now this, I don't know what this size is for specifically. There's a bunch of different sizes. Maybe this one. Just different sizes. You don't have to pop the foot off, so that's good. Alright, so that one kind of slides onto his boot. And you have that. Okay, so some of these have one ball peg on them, like this one, and then others have two. Alright? And that's for different uses. So this one has two, clearly, top and bottom. This one has one. So you get those two. Then you get one of each of the big one that I first showed you that doesn't work on him. Maybe it's for someone else. Maybe it's Piccolo. I don't know. I don't know who these are supposed to work on. It's supposed to be just for him. I don't know where those go if they don't fit on the boot. Interesting. Okay, so you get those, and you get four more, which are roughly wrist-sized. You get two that are double-balled, and then two that are single-balled, and I'll show you what those are for now. So, we get these. You get two of each effect part. One for either side, alright? So these are the big swoopy ones that would be mostly probably for a kick. You can see you have the ball socket right here. This one doesn't have it because it's on this side. They're mirror images. You get two of each, but they're mirrored, which is good. That way you can use it for different sides of the body or whatever. And I do believe they are clear plastic, maybe slightly milky, but they seem to have a pearly paint job on them. There's a little bit of luster to them. And I have to say, I really like the way they sculpted these. They have a really sharp sculpt. So that's gonna look good. It's gonna look good in photography or just on a shelf. It's very, very nice. And it's a better example even if I show you these. So these are the other two curvy ones. These are probably most likely gonna be used as punches. You can see how sharp that sculpt is. Be very careful. These will break. They're not like super, super fragile, but if you bend it, it will snap. It is not PVC. It will break, but very, very sharp sculpt work. And again, mirror images of each other with the ball socket on there. So you can put like the double ones, the doubles, like this guy right here. Let me see. Like this, you would peg that on like that, and then you could have two effects going at once if you wanted to do that. Okay, and then we have two sets of straight ones. So these are straight ones, obviously. They're not curvy. Very nicely done. And then we have, these are straight ones, but like coming at you, sort of straight ones, I guess. You could use them for anything you want. You get creative, do whatever you want to do with them. And that's it. That's the whole set. It's not super involved. So, let me go ahead and just put one. We'll just do something quick. All right, we'll put this on his karate chop hand. No, he's already got a boot one on. We'll use a boot one. All right, we'll do here. Okay, he's gonna have a kick going. All right, let's turn this. Let's see how these tab in, because I haven't tried this yet. Okay, that's a little bit tighter than I feel comfortable with, but maybe it'll loosen up as we play with it. Okay, so let's do... I don't know how we're gonna do a double one down here like that. I didn't think this through. All right, but we're gonna do it anyway. Wow. That is way tighter than I am comfortable with. But there you go. So you can do something like that. That's what I was going for, and it worked out. Okay, cool. So let's say he's doing a kick, you know, right there. Let's take this one off. All right, so he's got his kick going, and then he's also gonna do a karate chop. So I think we probably have to pop his hand off, and maybe where's this gonna go? Yeah, I don't know how these are really meant to work. I might be stupid, and it might be on the box somewhere, and if it is, I'll tell you about it. But these don't seem to... Like, am I just supposed to wedge them tightly? Oh, I just realized his hand broke, sorta. I don't know how these are meant to work. I guess like that? Maybe I should keep one of those Gokus I'm selling. This one's got a loose, messed up joint. Alright, so I don't know how that's meant to work. There, definitely not like that. But either you get the idea here. I'm gonna grab the box. It doesn't clearly show how they're connected. Clever bastards. Okay, well... Sometimes they show stuff in here. Oh, that's right, they don't do that on these. So, is there like an insert? I didn't see an insert. Huh. Maybe there's an insert like the good old days. Ah, there is. Okay, let's see. So that shows us the head, obviously, and the wrist. And this, not helpful. It doesn't help. All right, so it just says take the hand off and slide it on. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Let's try something. This one's a little big. Let's use the smallest one we have. We'll put it on this hand so that the joint doesn't fall apart. The smallest one we have appears to be this one. All right, so that one's not even big enough to get over the wrist guard or the wristband. So that's gonna be that. So I could do the same thing as I did with these, like make him do a super punch. Oh, it's so tight. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Don't want to risk breaking it. So far, I'm not thrilled with this set. Honestly, it's not super impressive. So that's the double one. This one. All right, so these two right here, the two smallest ones, those go on the outside of the wrist guard. And I'm guessing these ones are meant to go over, but they don't, unless you're just really supposed to wedge them on there, I don't see how they're useful. Unless they're meant for the ankle? Are they meant for the ankle? I was not expecting this accessory part set to be... No, they're not going to do anything on the ankle other than keep the foot from working, I think. Let's try it. Yeah, can't get the foot on. Yeah, I don't know how those work. Those little ones are kind of janky, and this set is not as good as I like, and maybe somebody can prove me wrong and like they played with it a whole bunch, but I'm just looking at it for the first time right now, and it seems not great. Yeah, so extra small for the wrist, medium and large for the feet. I figured that part out, but I don't see how the small ones go anywhere, and I don't see... And it doesn't say. Huh. Alright, well, if any of you guys have figured it out better than I have, you can let me know. But as far as I can tell, these are kind of cool. And the boot ones work well enough. And I guess you can get the wrist ones going, but some of the parts don't seem to make sense. Fireballs are good enough, but you only get to use one at a time, and you only get one clip. And the head is nice. So it's a fine enough accessory set if you can figure out, I guess, how it works, but it's not. It's kind of irritating to me that these are way too tight into these. Like, they're tight enough. This is just a ball socket. You guys saw me snap it together. It's tight enough that I can't even twist it. I can't twist them. Look at it's flexing. I'm not thrilled with this. I'm not going to give it a rating because it's just an accessory set. Alright, you can make them lean well enough, but trying to rotate them without leaning is gonna break something. So if you are trying to move these around, rock them as you move them around, and then you can do it. But goodness, that is way too tight. And I think this is overall overly complex. Every single one should have just had a clip like this. A clip with a ball on it. Or a clip with two balls. That way you at least have some portion of the body that doesn't have that ring around it. For photography purposes. You're gonna have to hide these things. I'm not thrilled with this set. I feel like they really just kind of half-assed it. At least they pop off pretty easily. Oh, that's scary though. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool in concept, and maybe with enough use you can become effective with it, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt. I guess it's okay. I don't know. I'm neutral. I'll have to spend some time with it and see. It's not a regular type of review. Let me know what you guys think. I'm scared to death of breaking everything. I know it didn't cost that much, but still. Way too tight of a joint. Alright guys, there it is. Like I said, unconventional type of video, but now you got to at least see these in action, sort of. And, yeah, so it's definitely... You're not going to get to have any creativity. It's going to be an open palm. And that's it. For getting this on. So, it's okay. It's an okay set. Didn't cost much, so whatever, but... It's not exactly what we were hoping for, is it? I wanted to see some more variety in the blasts, not just some swooshes. And the swooshes, I have to say, didn't thrill me too much. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.